Painful yet necessary endings are unfolding in your personal life, creating a period of transformation and transition. Though challenging, these changes are paving the way for new beginnings and a deeper understanding of the connections that truly matter to you. Among these relationships is one with a person who, despite appearances, remains profoundly connected to you. They may have created space and distance between you, perhaps believing that doing so would lessen their feelings or help them move on. However, instead of fading, their love has only intensified in your absence. With each day that passes, they find themselves falling more deeply in love, their emotions becoming stronger and more undeniable. Their heart is filled with a longing that no amount of distance can quiet. This separation has only heightened the passion they feel, pushing them to the brink of reaching out. They feel an urgent need to close the gap, driven by a powerful desire to reunite with you. They want nothing more than to show you that, despite the silence or the space, their feelings have not wavered. They worry that you might feel forgotten, or worse, that you might believe they've lost interest. This couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, they are captivated by your energy, so much so that it occupies their thoughts constantly, filling their days and dreams with memories of you. They feel an overwhelming obsession with the unique connection you share, one that refuses to fade or be replaced. What they yearn for is an intimate exchange with you, a moment to bridge the distance that has come between you both. They find themselves pleading with the universe, praying deeply for an opportunity to be close to you again, to see you, touch you, and speak openly about the passion that has only grown during your time apart. This longing is profound and unyielding. In their heart, they are constantly hoping for a chance to experience the closeness they so deeply desire, a closeness that feels essential to their happiness and well-being. They want to know that you feel the same pull, the same unspoken connection, and the same yearning for a reunion that fills their every waking thought. Although they are eager to bridge the distance, they understand that the timing may not be ideal and that getting close to you might be challenging. Life has placed obstacles in the way, testing their patience and commitment, but they are determined to find a way back to you, even if it means waiting or facing difficulties along the way. In all this, they've come to realize that they have never wanted anyone else as deeply as they want you. The qualities that you possess, your maturity, your kindness, and your supportive spirit, are what draw them in. It is these traits that have made you unforgettable, as they recognize the depth of your compassion and understanding, qualities that have only strengthened their love and respect for you. As this emotional journey unfolds, you may be feeling its effects too. Perhaps you've noticed a lingering sense of fatigue or an unexplained need for rest. You might feel dazed, as if carrying an invisible weight. This isn't a coincidence. Their connection to you is so strong that it's as if they are energetically reaching out, drawing on your presence to feel close to you in spirit, even if not in the physical realm. Every time they connect with your energy, it brings them a sense of peace and relief. They feel more centered, more alive, and more hopeful, even though you may not be aware of the extent of this invisible bond. It's a powerful connection, one that transcends distance and challenges, reminding both of you of the love that remains alive, no matter the separation. This pull is something beyond the ordinary. It's an energy that continues to bind you, bringing a sense of comfort and belonging that each of you feels, perhaps in different ways. You may be on different paths right now, but they believe in the possibility of coming together once again, stronger and more understanding of what you both share. So as you navigate this time of change, remember that they are on this journey with you, even if only in spirit. They hold on to the hope of a reunion, one that will allow you both to reconnect, rediscover, and deepen the love that has proven to be unbreakable. They remain devoted, cherishing every memory and waiting for the day when they can openly express the love and passion that they carry for you in their heart. The moment I realized I was in love with you was the moment I tried to walk away. I convinced myself that if we stopped talking, I could somehow forget you and move on. I thought I was strong enough to let go, that the distance between us would fade all of my feelings. But I couldn't have been more wrong. When I blocked you, hoping to avoid any reminder of you, it became painfully clear how much you truly meant to me. The emptiness that filled my life without you was unbearable, and it was only then that I understood how deeply I relied on you, not just for companionship, but for a kind of comfort and trust I'd never found in anyone else. Your absence felt like a punishment, one that I had unknowingly brought upon myself. In trying to distance myself from you, I ended up losing the only person who had ever made me feel completely seen and understood. It was as if the colors in my world had dulled, and the warmth I had come to expect each day had turned to cold silence. I felt foolish and incredibly guilty for the way I had treated you. I tried to pretend I didn't need you, but the truth was, you were the most precious person in my life, and I had taken that for granted. I didn't see your value until you were gone, and by then, it was too late. Now, when I think back on everything, I'm overwhelmed with feelings of inadequacy and regret. I look back and realize how undeserving I was of your love. You were always the one putting in the effort, making plans, and showing me how much you cared. You tried so hard to make our relationship something beautiful, something meaningful, and yet I treated it so carelessly. I can't believe I was so blind to how selflessly you gave, how you were always willing to meet me halfway, no matter how difficult things got. You were always ready to forgive, to understand, to compromise, all the qualities I now realize are rare and invaluable in a person. I wonder why you loved me as much as you did, given how selfish and ungrateful I was. I often think about the many times I took you for granted, choosing my own convenience and comfort over your happiness. You, on the other hand, gave your all. You were kind, patient, and generous with your love, while I simply basked in the warmth of your affection without ever reciprocating in any meaningful way. The memories you've left me with are beautiful, but they are bittersweet now because I realize I could have created just as many happy moments for you. Instead, I let you carry the weight of the relationship, and I deeply regret it. Now, every day, I am left with these memories of you, both a comfort and a reminder of what I have lost. You brought so much joy, laughter, and light into my life, things I didn't fully appreciate at the time. These memories are now all I have left, and they serve as a reminder of the love I was lucky enough to experience, however brief it may have been. I am haunted by the thought that I may never find someone who will love me so unconditionally again. I long for the chance to go back, to appreciate you the way you deserve to be appreciated, to love you with the same intensity and devotion you showed me. Each day without you is a constant reminder of what I threw away. I wish I could go back and rewrite our story, but I know that time is gone. All I can do now is learn from this painful realization and try to become the kind of person worthy of the love you gave me. I miss you every single day, and that longing doesn't fade, it only grows stronger as I reflect on all the ways you enriched my life. You showed me what love is, and for that, I am forever grateful, even if it came with the heavy lesson of losing you. I carry your memory with me, a gentle but constant reminder of the person I want to become. I hope, wherever you are, that you are loved and cherished the way you deserve, because you truly are an extraordinary person. I miss you in a way that words can barely express, but I am thankful for the time we had, even if I only truly appreciated it after you were gone. The love you gave me will stay with me always, a light in my heart that guides me toward becoming someone better. Your partner currently perceives a noticeable defensiveness in your behavior, and they understand that it stems from a deep place of disappointment. They recognize that, over time, their actions have let you down repeatedly, leaving you feeling guarded and reluctant to share your emotional side with them. This defensiveness, they feel, is a response to past wounds that they may have unknowingly deepened. You've reached a point where you're unwilling to reveal those vulnerable parts of yourself again unless they approach you with a clear, genuine intention to make things right. For you, it's no longer acceptable to settle for anything less than what you know you deserve, and they can see this with crystal clarity. Your partner sees your independence and emotional strength as defining qualities of your personality. They view you as someone who has the inner resilience and capacity to handle life's ups and downs on your own, regardless of the circumstances. While they admire this strength, they also realize that their past actions have forced you to lean even more on this independence, rather than on the connection between you. They've come to understand that while independence is one of your strengths, you deserve a relationship where vulnerability is safe, honored, and respected. This insight has left them reevaluating the way they treated you and the ways in which they might have failed to be the supportive partner you deserved. The guilt of having ignored or blocked you during crucial times weighs heavily on them. In those moments, they likely prioritized their own comfort over your emotional well-being, perhaps not fully understanding the impact that dismissiveness and lack of communication would have on you. Now, however, they are coming to terms with the realization that, by shutting you out, they not only hurt you but also betrayed the trust that comes with being vulnerable in a relationship. They are beginning to see how hurtful and self-centered this behavior was, particularly in light of the feelings you had for them. For them, it's a humbling experience to recognize that their actions pushed you to retreat emotionally, creating an unspoken distance between you both that now needs to be bridged with care and intention. Additionally, your partner is becoming more aware of the manipulative tendencies they exhibited in the recent past. They understand now that some of their actions were not only selfish but also somewhat controlling, whether intentional or not. This manipulation may have manifested in subtle ways, such as withholding affection, dismissing your needs, or creating situations where you felt guilty for expressing your feelings. Coming to this realization has been eye-opening for them, as they now understand that their actions didn't just affect the surface of your relationship, they struck at its very core, impacting your ability to feel safe, valued, and understood. At this stage, they are entirely focused on you and are determined to make amends for the pain they've caused. They're carefully considering how best to approach the situation so that any attempt to reconnect comes from a place of authenticity and respect for your boundaries. In their mind, the ideal path forward involves building an open line of communication that allows both of you to speak honestly and freely, without fear of judgment or defensiveness. This process of strategizing is not so much about manipulation as it is about ensuring that they do not make the same mistakes again. They recognize that in order to truly reconnect with you, they need to bring something more than words. They need to show you that they have changed and are willing to meet your expectations for a relationship rooted in mutual respect and understanding. Your partner is also acutely aware that trust cannot simply be rebuilt overnight. They understand that there's a considerable amount of work to be done to restore your faith in them and to prove that they are ready to value the emotional depths you bring to the relationship. The respect they hold for your independence and strength means that they realize this reconciliation must be genuine and must leave room for both of you to express your feelings without restraint. They are willing to take responsibility for the hurt they caused and are committed to demonstrating that they can respect your boundaries moving forward. Ultimately, your partner's goal is to create a space where you both can be vulnerable and emotionally open with one another again. They want to work through the issues that have created distance, not only to clear the air but to rebuild the foundation of trust that has been eroded by recent events. Their hope is that by approaching you with clear and respectful intentions, they can start to heal the emotional wounds caused and nurture a relationship where you both feel free to express your true selves. They're ready to confront their mistakes, not only to win back your trust but to ensure that your relationship becomes a safe place for both of you to grow and thrive together.